Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin here in the Golf Shop studio, and today we are talking about an entirely new line of equipment as Cobra Golf is launching their new line of putters. But before we get into the clubs, I ask you to click on the red subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode of the Golf Spotlight. And comment down below, do you prefer a classic blade design or do you move more towards a modern high MOI mallet? Let us know. But now, let's get to these clubs as we are joined by Chad DeHart, Cobra Golf's product manager for putters, wedges, and Cobra Connect. Chad, thanks for joining us. Cobra entered into the putter market last year with the Super Sport 35, and now you have an entire line of 3D printed models.
Yeah, we do. We're super excited. The launch last year definitely sparked a lot of interest with many Cobra fans and our accounts, and obviously the media soaked it all up and love the new technologies that we're excited to bring to the marketplace.
3D printing creates a lattice structure, and that makes a lighter design. But that's not really the goal, because what it really does is allow you to place more weight where you want it.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. So the big key benefit from this 3D printed design is really allows us, your modern manufacturing of how putters have been designed in the past. It's given our engineers some freedom to design putters in shapes that ultimately we can save a lot of weight in areas that we don't need it, and be able to position it in places where it's ultimately going to help the golfer at the end of the day, whether that's, stroke from an MOI standpoint, creating a putter that's very stable that hopefully at the end of the day improves speed control and eliminates, I think, the three putts that we all endure and challenge as golfers.
All of these models feature the Sick Golf descending loft technology face.
Obviously, Bryson's been partners with Sick Golf over the last couple seasons on the PGA Tour. We were able to hone that relationship with them. Bryson's kind of brought our team and their team together, and we've been able to form this multi-year partnership with Sick Golf and being able to use their descending loft technology. And after we've been able to test it and get our hands on it, we're super excited to get this into the marketplace. This is a technology that has a descending loft from the top of the face being 4 degrees, and it descends down 3, 2, 1 being the lowest. The ultimate benefit that I think golfers are going to see with this is consistent launch conditions as they stroke the putter. So wherever you catch it on the face, there's going to be a loft angle there to help get that ball out of its depression and get the ball moving forward rather quickly for everybody.
Let's take a look at the models. We'll start with the blade, the Grand Sport 35.
Yeah, so the Grand Sport 35 has a very similar shape and look to our Super Sport 35 that we did in 2020. This has that kind of integrated lattice structure in the center, but we've been able to save some weight. We've put some tungsten rods heel to toe that will bring this MOI even higher. This is a putter that will have a 35-degree toe hang, and we actually also offer this in a arm lock model as well. So very similar putting style that one of our athletes, Bryson DeChambeau, is currently gaming out there on the tour.
Next up, you have what I think will be a very popular model in the Supernova.
Yeah, the Supernova, I think is, we're anticipating it being one of the top sellers, especially in our 3D printed line. This is I think a familiar shape from a Fang style type putter, but ultimately we've been able to improve a lot of MOI characteristics and properties of this putter. And, with the Sick Face technology that we've also introduced, I think this is going to be an ultimate package look for many golfers that will be very pleasing for them to pick up and put in their bag.
For those who want the most MOI and stability, you offer the Aguera.
Yeah, the Aguera is packed with a ton of stability. I mean, we're talking something that's well over 7,500 points from an MOI standpoint. This one we also offer in a couple unique setups for those that are in our one length kind of crew or family that enjoy that type of setup from their irons and their wedges. We also offer this Aguera in a one length model as well that comes in at 37.5 inches. We also offer it in an arm lock model as well, so similar to what Bryson's using. But I think between the Supernova and the Aguera, I think you're going to see a good chunk of our sales going towards these two models. They're two profiles that aren't extremely big. They're very pleasing to the eye, and because of the weight savings we're able to do, we're going to get super high MOI points that typically you don't get unless you got a putter that's got a rather big footprint and some mass behind it. So I think we've been able to package these two putters up from the mallet standpoint very, very well.
Chad, you also oversee Cobra Connect for all clubs, but how does it help with putters on the green?
We've formed our partnership with Arcos Golf. We've had it in every one of our King family models of golf clubs over the last 4 or 5 years there. So, we've been able to track everything from driver all the way down to wedges, and we're super excited that we're actually going to be integrating this technology into all our putters as well. So this is something that now we can pair that 14th golf club in everyone's bag. We've gotten a lot of good feedback and data from the Arco system in itself. And I think users have, our subscription and database of users for Cobra Connect has grown tremendously over the last couple of years, and especially last year with the growth of everyone getting out on the golf course and playing. It was kind of the one activity that we could all do outdoors and enjoy with our friends and family, but it has a great strokes gain feature that they've been able to introduce last year that's really going to show you and give you a good playbook of where you need to practice and areas where you might excel that you don't need to spend quite as much time with. So if we could shave a half a shot or a stroke around, even for your better player, I think everybody would take that in a heartbeat. So we're super excited to be able to add this technology into our putters as well.
If people want more information on all the new putters from Cobra Golf, where should they go?
So cobragolf.com is going to be a great resource for everybody. We'll have everything on our website from models to more in depth on the technology that we'll be packing into these putters.
Chad, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We want to thank Chad DeHart for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. If you're curious about the science in the 3D printing process and how it led to the Super Sport 35 putter, well, be sure to check out our look inside from 2020. Once again, please click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss one of our exclusive features. Have a question? Leave a comment down below. We always reply. Follow us on Twitter at Golf Spotlight. Get the latest from us on Instagram at The Golf Spotlight. And listen to the Range podcast, where we do deep dives into your favorites in golf and golf equipment by talking to the men and women behind their creation. Finally, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight as we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.